My name is Glenda De Hoyos, and I teach Spanish at the Langley School in McLean, Virginia, to students from preschool to second grade. I am very excited to share with you some of the things that work for me during distance learning, and I know that it was a big challenge due to the age that I teach and because of the need that they have to do it through their parents. So the first thing that I want to share with you is that my school designed some weekly greets that were very helpful because they were clear and they were the same that every specialist was using, and that helped all of us talk a common language. And it was easy for me as a teacher to have a structure that we were using every week, and it was also helpful for parents to have the same structure every week. These weekly greets will have very clear learning targets that will say, today I will learn. And that was very important for us because the student will have one task that they were learning and they will know what it was because it was very specific. Today I will learn. I know that I learn when I can do this or that. After the learning target, our weekly greets had 3 steps, and those 3 steps will help us plan according to something that was very simple. And what I did was that I tried to make every week something that was almost the same. So in my step 1, I will always record a video where I will, first of all, make sure that I connect with my students by maybe doing a joke, talking a little bit, saying hi, and saying clearly what was the goal of that week. In English because parents were listening, and also in Spanish so they could hear me talking. And that video was done with Screencastify. That is one of the tools that I will talk a little bit more about it. And it was very easy because automatically it will go to the Google Drive, and I was able to do a hyperlink in the grid that when parents will click, they will have the video. Step 2, I always did a Google slide. This is the second tool that I will talk about. And the Google slide was very helpful because I could add audio, videos of myself, I added YouTube videos, I added pictures, I added everything that needed, that was needed for that class to be understandable, to be clear, and to be also fun and engaging. In step 3, I will always add an activity that the student will do to practice and to show their learning. Usually in grades kindergarten, first and second, we use the platform Seesaw. And with fun activities, my students will be able to show what they learn. And also, the very exciting tool that Seesaw gave us is that they could record themselves or through audio or video, and the students were able to send it to me, and I was able to give them feedback, something that is very important when we are learning a language. Seesaw gives you the opportunity to provide feedback through writing, or I could also record myself, and that was something that it was really really nice. And also it gave me the opportunity to connect with some students that will record themselves again talking to me back and forth. We will send emojis or little words, and that was something that I really treasure. In this video, I will make sure that I can explain you the 3 tools that I use the most and that help me have very successful classes through distance learning, and that we probably are going to have to keep using: Google Slide, Seesaw, and Screencastify. I hope that these ideas help you. You can use them, or maybe they inspire you to do different things. And make sure that you connect with me if you need more help, more ideas, you have a doubt, a question, or you can share with me the things you did with the students from our earliest language learners to all through elementary school. I am very glad that GWATFL is doing this. As always, it is a pleasure to be connected with this amazing community of teachers. Thank you. Hi, I am going to now share with you, with some visuals and videos, the ideas of how I use the 3 tools that I told you about. For me, these are must-have tools, not only for the distance learning, but also in my classroom. I always use them and I feel that they are essential. Google Slides, Screencastify, and the platform Seesaw. For those of you who doesn't know, Screencastify is a Chrome extension. It's very simple. You can make videos of the browser tab, desktop, use the webcam, and the free version lets you do videos up to 5 minutes. There are also some tools that you can use here. For example, I can use this to highlight. There is the pen that I can draw. I can erase. It works also with Google Slides and is very easy to save. Recordings auto-save to your Google Drive, so they go automatically to a folder that is Screencastify, and all the videos that I recorded are right there. So as I said, let's imagine that this here is the weekly grid document, that it can be done either in Google Docs or in Google Slides. And I told you that my school designed a very clear 3-step grid for students to know what to do and parents to help them, especially because my students are from preschool to 2nd grade. So I will do a video using Screencastify. Here is an example of one, so I can share with you. And what I do with this video is that I say hi, connect with the students a little bit. Hola, kindergarten. Hola, pandas. Hola, sapos. Hola, ballenas. So my kindergartens are grouped as animals. So I have a frog group, a panda group, and a whale group. So I'm saying hi in Spanish. And after I record this short video of that week, I will go here, click share. I will get the link and make sure that I go to the grid, and where it said step 1, watch video, I could write watch week 1 or week 2 or week 11 of video. I will highlight it, go here to insert the link. I will insert the link of the video, and that way, all in one place, the parents will click there and my video will upload automatically. The second way I used Screencastify was with Google Slides. For my classes, I will use Google Slides like you see here in this class. During April, we did the spring. And then I realized that my students, just with sending a Google slide with the words was not enough. At the beginning, I did audio files, but I thought it was better for them to see me. So I started inserting this computer clip art here. So when I record it, I will drag my camera there, and it would be easier for them to see me and listen to all of these vocabulary words as I say them and introduce them. So the video will look something like this after it was done. El sol. Of course, they are saying and repeating flores. Las flores. So after my video was done, again, it will download to my Google Drive. And what I did was that this teacher Google slide, once it was done, I will create a copy, as you can see here, of the entire presentation and duplicate it to this one. After I duplicate it, I will remove from the slides the clip art of the computer. I will add YouTube videos and other resources that my students will need. And I will insert the video that I recorded of myself saying all the words. So it would be here for them to see before the presentation. Plantas, las plantas. And then again, I will share to the grid by copying the link, going to this imaginary weekly grid and say open presentation. Let's imagine this is week 1 again. It can be spring presentation or whatever title you want. I will highlight it and insert the link of my Google slide presentation that has inside a video done with Screencastify of me saying the words, sentences, questions, sentence structures that will be necessary for my students to listen to me and to practice and repeat. In Google Slide, I can show you another example. This is for first grade. I will do the Google Slide. I will always name it, as you can see here, teacher. And then, as I said, you can go to File, make a copy, entire presentation, and I will end up with the same that then I will just delete the clip art of the computer. I will add the video of myself, just like I did in the previous presentation of spring. I did one here too. You can listen. Gafas de sol, gafas de nadar. And I will just repeat the words, the questions, the answers. And this is the presentation that I will send embedded in the weekly grid to my students. Another thing that I did with Google Slides is something that you might have seen around the internet, all the choice boards. The choice boards, many teachers are doing it with their classrooms and Bitmojis. I can let you know that it doesn't have to be a classroom. You can use or not use the Bitmoji if you want. For example, this one here, when I publish it to the web, it's just a review that I gave the choice to my students to click in either songs, activities, or games that when you click, they will open. So for example, here, if they click, it's a game and they can, a new tab is open and they can just have a free online game to practice the colors. If you return here, there are songs and videos and different things. And in a minute, I'm going to tell you how I use this with Seesaw as well. I also use Google Slides to do what others are saying, the Bitmoji classroom, but it doesn't have to be in the classroom. I can be at the beach. I can be at the rainforest. I can be in another country. And in this one, I am here, and all of the animals either have a video, a link, a word search, or an activity for my students to do online. Even if you click myself, you will find a link that will open and students can complete. This was very, there is me talking. So this was something that was really nice for students because they could do at their own pacing and they could do things that really interest them. For my little preschool through kindergarten, I did a choice board of the zoo. And this one is actually 3 pages. So here you can click next slide and you get to the zoo. If you click in any of these animals, a webcam, live cam to all of those animals will appear. And here it is a Mexico zoo where they can visit and interact with all of these animals. Now, going back to my grid, the step 3 usually was open Seesaw, find the activity, and complete. Here, of course, you can put the name of the activity as it is in Seesaw. And usually, all of these activities that you're going to see here are done using Google Slides. As you can see, here is the choice board that I told you about. You can link it directly to Seesaw. And the instruction for my students was to leave me a comment of what they like. And it was really interesting to see that some of them like dancing, some of them like reading, some of them like the video, some of them have like the game. This is not something that I did every week, but every couple of weeks, this activity was a great way of connect with the students, give them a choice, doing something fun, reviewing, and in Seesaw, they can record themselves talking and they can receive feedback from me at the same time. I can show you that here, for example, this is activity that they did after this presentation and practicing about things you take to the beach. Here, for example, if I click in this student, you can listen and see that she's dragging and dropping the things that she's taking to the beach, and she's saying them. That's something.
Te lavas en la playa. La gabas de sol. Cubo hay pala.
So you can listen, and it's something extremely important in languages, but also you can either write here, as you can see, a feedback, or I can record my voice.
Hola Leila, excelente trabajo. Me gusta.
You see? And usually they will comment back, or they will send some emojis, or they will interact with me, which was extremely satisfying. I recorded some videos of some of the work that my students did on Seesaw, so I can share it with you really briefly. So you can see that I did kindergarten. This is an example of kindergarten. I record all of these videos from the Seesaw platform using Screencastify. This was a kindergarten activity.
Mi forma favorita es rumbo.
So it was wonderful. She could draw. All of that you're seeing was her drawing it. She could talk, and then she could receive the feedback from myself saying, excelente trabajo, wonderful. This was a first grade work on Seesaw.
En rincón hace mal tiempo. En Ponce hace sol.
As you can see, this is another activity that I did on Seesaw, word search. My students love them, but I'd add that after they do it in Seesaw, that they can either use the highlight, the pen, or the pencil. They need to record themselves saying the words, which is a great way of practicing.
Algas, animales, conchas, mar, olas, palmeras, personas, rocas. Bye, Miss Glenda. Hope you have a good day.
Can you hear that? That is amazing when students can just talk with you. I actually received videos that were not related to any work, and it was great to connect. And this is the last activity I'm going to share with you.
¿Qué hay en la playa?
So in this activity, they drag and drop. They drag the words to the correct picture, and then they record themselves answering. So as you can see, some of the activities were not tech, but they could upload a picture of what they did. This was a scavenger hunt that my kindergarten students did after they practiced all of these words, so they could go out to the nature, but they could take a picture and send it to me, which was great. They love that they can use a toolkit and do pictures, and here they can match, and then they can record themselves saying the words. Thank you so much for listening to all of these ideas. I would love to connect with you and know if you use any of these tools, if you like it, what can you do that I am not doing? Share your ideas. Okay, thank you. Adios.